Hello friends, welcome to all of you. This is Professor D.A. Kulkarni. Welcome to all of you in video number 9. Topic is economic value added and example number is 3. So this is example number 3. You can check out. The information is given. Just read out. XYZ Limited has debt of rupees 20 crore and equity of rupees 30 crore in its existing capital structure. The net operating income before tax is rupees 10 crore and the tax rate is 30%. Specific cost of equity is 50% and that of debt is 10% after tax. Compute economic value added of the company. So this is also a simple example. Most of the information is directly given to us. You can check out the first line that company has debt of rupees 20 crore and equity of rupees 30 crore. So total investment capital invested of the company is given to us. That invested capital of the company is in the two different form. One is the debt of rupees 20 crore and another is equity of 30 crore. It means the total capital of the company is rupees 50 crore. Then the net operating income before tax is 10 crore. Now here, this is a small change. Net operating income before tax is given to us and tax rate is given separately. What we want for calculating EVA, that is a net operating income after tax. So even though income before tax is given, but when the tax rate is available, easily we can calculate net operating income after tax. Then specific cost of equity is given as a 15% and that of debt is 10%. It means weighted average cost of capital, that is WACC, is not given us directly, but instead of that specific costs are given, equity 15% and debt 10%. So with the help of this information, we will have to find out weighted average cost of capital of the company. So just now we'll try to solve the example. Check out our first table, 3 components: net operating profit after tax, that is NOPAT, second capital invested, and thirdly weighted average cost of capital. So these 3 components we require. Check out what information is available to us. First, NOPAT, that is a net operating profit after tax. What is given to us? The net operating income before tax is given rupees 10 crore and tax rate is 30%. So with the help of this, how we can calculate net operating income after tax? That is operating income before tax, that is 10 crore minus 30% is a tax rate of 10 crore. So 10 crore is operating income before tax less 30% tax rate. So 30% of 10. If you solve this, you will find the net operating profit after tax of rupees 7 crore. 10 minus 30% of 10. So 30% of 10 comes to 3. 10 minus 3. The net operating profit after tax comes to rupees 7 crore. Now next one, capital invested. Capital invested means what it is. We have seen it in our introductory video. That is debt plus equity. So check out how much is the amount of debt and how much is the amount of equity. It is given in the example that XYZ Limited has debt of rupees 20 crore and equity of rupees 30 crore. So debt 20 crore and equity 30 crore. So 20 plus 30, so total capital invested will be 50 crore. So total capital invested of the company is 50 crore. So we have got the 2 components of economic value added, but we require third one also. that is weighted average cost of capital, but which is not given us directly. We will have to calculate. But for that purpose, what is the relevant information? That is a specific cost of equity and specific cost of debt. So check out, we will make a working note, calculation of weighted average cost of capital, equity and debt. Check out the amount of equity and debt. How much is the amount of equity and debt? The debt has 20 crore and equity is 30 crore. So equity 30 crore, debt 20 crore, total capital 50 crore. Equity 30 crore, debt 20 crore, total capital 50 crore. Now we will take the specific cost of equity and debt. Check out in the example, specific cost of equity is 15%. So we will take here 15% specific cost of equity. Then that of debt is 10%. So debt 10%. So specific cost of debt is 10%. So first column is different sources, equity and debt. Second column, that is the amount of each capital, equity 30 crore, debt 20 crore, total capital invested 50 crore. Then specific cost of each source, equity 15%, debt 10%. Now what we want the proportion. Proportion of each capital on total capital. This is called as a weights. That is a weight of equity on total capital or weight of debt on total capital. So it is very easy. By using Excel, I am just giving the formula. You can calculate it with the help of calculators. That is nothing but exactly what I am doing. I am trying to calculate proportion of equity, that is rupees 30 crore on divided by total capital of 50 crore. This is what I am doing. Proportion of 30 on 50. So 30 crore divided by 50 crore, that comes to 0.6. In percentage, it will be 60%, but we are taking it as a 0.6. On the same line, we can calculate the weight or proportion of debt. That is a proportion of debt means amount of debt divided by total capital. That means 20 crore divided by 50 crore. That comes to 0.4. You will see that always the total of this weight or proportion will be equal to 1. So these are the weights. Now what we want? We want the weighted cost, and which is very easy. Weighted cost is equal to specific cost 15% into weight of specific cost, that is 0.6, that comes to 9%. What is this? 15% into 0.6, that comes to 9%. On the same line, this is for debt. Specific cost of debt is 10% multiplied by proportion of debt or weight of debt. That is nothing but 10% multiplied by 0.4, that comes to 4%. And now the weighted average cost of capital is equal to this 9% plus 4%, that comes to 13%. So here we have got the weighted average cost of capital. So weighted average cost of capital of this example is 13%, which is the third component of our EVA. So that is 13%. So here three components of EVA: net operating profit after tax 7 crore, capital invested 50 crore, and weighted average cost of capital is 13%. We have got all the component. Now easily we can calculate economic value added. So that is EVA. Formula is net operating profit after tax minus capital invested into WACC, that is weighted average cost of capital. So NOPAT minus into bracket capital invested into weighted average cost of capital. So just we found out net operating profit after tax, that is rupees 7 crore minus into bracket amount of capital invested. So amount of capital invested is 50 crore. So So that is 50 into what? WACC, that is the weighted average cost of capital. Rate of weighted average cost of capital, that is 13%. So 13% bracket complete. So this is check out. Net operating profit after tax 7 crore minus into bracket amount of capital invested 50 crore into weighted average cost of capital 13%. So if you calculate it with the help of calculator, I am just calculating with the help of Excel, minus into bracket 50 into 13% bracket complete, enter, that come to 0.5 crore. So answer is economic value added is 0.5 crore. That means rupees 50 lakhs. So it is rupees 0.5 crore. So this is the economic value addition of this example. It means that this year the company's net worth has been increased by rupees 0.5 crore. Or economic profit or economic value addition of the company is of rupees 0.5 crore. Check out. EVA is equal to net operating profit after tax minus into bracket capital invested into weighted average cost of capital. Net operating profit after tax 7 crore, capital invested 50 crore, and weighted average cost of capital is 13%. So final answer is 0.5 crore. I hope you must have understood this example. If you have any query, please feel free to write your comment in your comment box or to contact me. My email address is also given in the beginning of this video itself. Thank you very much.